Welcome to Kimchi and Tostones, where we wind
down, but I started early.
I know this is really bad because we were supposed to wind up to wind down.
But it's okay.
But, I gave up alcohol for Lent. I hope God blesses me.
Aw.
So here I am with this.
Remember, you have to you have to do the whole bar. Yeah, there you go.
If you know, you know.
Bougie.
You know. If you know, you know.
That bougie
we
water.
We need to get that button. Like that Staples Easy, but easy.
It'll be
easy, right?
It'll be it's bougie.
Yeah, or just bougie.
Yeah, we're gonna have our person work on that from Vision Rabbit Media.
Yes.
Because
CEO, are you listening?
Oh, he is. He's online. So I want to start by saying thank you to those who watch our podcast. We were pleasantly surprised with the amount of watches that we got, but we got some likes. So like and subscribe. Use that
and
bell.
Share.
And share, please share.
Yeah.
And we got some comments, so it was so exciting because we got some comments. And so I don't know about you, Susan, but I was checking. I was like, how bad did we bomb, right? Like, I wanted to see how bad we'd have bombed. Like, if it would have been, like, one view, I would have been sad today. But I think we did really good.
The thing is, though, like, I was expecting one view. Mm-hmm. But that's why I was like, oh, there's people. Oh, people are watching. Oh, okay, this is nice. So, yeah, thank you for everyone who commented, shared, liked, whatsoever, and I hope you guys enjoy all the things to come. Speaking of, as you can see today, we're virtual because as much as Zariel created Kimchi and Tostones for us.
Yes, it's official. Kimchi and Tostones is the official podcast name, The Talk.
Oh yes. We're no longer wind up.
And wind down. Although I'm keeping the tradition of at least having a drink and a half. I'm a light drinker, so like it doesn't take much.
Oh yeah, we saw last time because I was the one drinking everything, and this girl here was just like sipping and barely sipping.
Lies.
It's okay
though. It's okay. So yeah, it's official. And then you were saying about my son.
Yes.
Why we're here.
We made it official, right? Kimchi and Tostones. Obviously, you saw the logo. Thank you, CEO. As much as he created this for us, aka the title, he also broke us apart this week, and that's why we were virtual.
Yes, so Sariel has had COVID. He tested positive on Tuesday, and I know that Susan was traveling, and although we kind of like quarantine him, I was like, I don't want her to get exposed, so we canceled all our plans so that we didn't get anybody sick. So far, everybody else is fine. It's just him. He actually has been starting to test negative, but we're going to keep him in his room for a couple more days just to make sure that everything's fine. So we're here having some like 2020 pandemic PTSD right now, doing this thing over Zoom.
I thought that I was a Zoom pro because I Zoomed I was a Zoom pro.
Okay, Zoom certified.
COVID. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, no, I was not certified, but I used everything that they had, the whiteboard and everything.
Okay.
And then now I'm like, wait, how do you do this again? What do I press? Oh my gosh, what were the audio settings? Where are they? So it shows that we're creatures of habit, habits of creatures, creatures of habit. What is that for?
Creatures of habit?
Oh, creatures of habit.
Yes.
And the more you don't use something, the more you don't remember it.
Yeah. I'm like, that's what happens to passwords.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I use them.
I forgot password all the time.
It's ridiculous. And I cycle back to the same passwords and they're like, you use that password. And I'm like, well, then why didn't it work? Hello?
Exactly, right? Or now they're being, I guess this is good for security reasons, right? Mm-hmm. You can't use the last 5 passwords you use. I'm like, bitch, I have nothing left.
Now I'm going to have to make up things that you definitely know I am not going to remember. Right?
Yeah.
Like the computer generated ones that are like 20 characters long.
And then they're like 9J, capital M, like
2Z,
L,
dollar
like,
sign.
2 dash. Yeah.
I can't even remember the ones that are like common sense for me. And you want me to remember these like 20 digits of characters and stuff. Like, that's not going to work out.
Yeah, I don't know if I'll remember that. I can barely remember the ones that I have,
So that's why we are here in Zoom. Hope you enjoy our background. It's pretty cool. My eyes are everywhere because you're at the bottom, so I'm looking at you. So it looks like I'm looking down, and then I'm trying to look at the camera, and I'm like, I feel so unnatural to do that. So if you see me shifty eye, it's not because I'm drunk. I'm not yet.
I think there's a way for you to change it so we're side by side. You just click on my profile, and then like you pop it up.
Wow! Look at you.
Don't call me a boomer anymore. I'm not a boomer.
You were
I'm
never
not
a
Gen Z,
boomer.
but I'm not a boomer.
You're very much a millennial. So
Yeah.
I work with boomers, and you can tell.
I work with boomers.
So the computer stuff is not. That's why I work. Even though I know stuff, like I'll try things. I'm like, let me play with it, see how it works out for me or whatever. And then if all else fails, then I'm calling Kelvin. I'm like, hey, right? So that I'm considered like the person to go to when there's like tech issues. I'm like, where's Ms. Ruiz? Like, we need to, Ms. Ruiz, how do you do this? And I'm like, I mean, I'll try to figure it out. I mean, sometimes I know, but sometimes I don't. So,
yeah, I'm that person where like I don't tell people I know because once you start showing people the talents you have, right, they tend to ask for favors.
Yes,
and I realized that in order to maximize my energy and minimize my hardships, sometimes you just need to stay put and just do what you're asked.
Understood.
Do nothing more.
Understood. I work with a older person. She's cool. She's my work bestie. So, and so she does a lot of user problem. It's not the actual technology, it's the user itself. So like I navigate and I'm like her go-to. And then, my thing is that if I have to I can't wait for other people. Like I hate waiting for other people. So if I can learn how to do it myself so I don't have to ask anybody, then I do that. And then it kind of like spreads, the information spreads. So, I mean, I for the most part don't mind. But if it was something where, like it was like, can you do this? And now I'm like being used for too much, then I'll be like, you could have a tech person that you could use. I'm just here. I'm a teacher, right?
Yeah.
But I'm like, I don't like waiting for people to do shit for me.
Sorry, give me 1 second. I'm sorry. I just realized that my background.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go.
Oh, your background looks good. It hasn't lagged or anything.
No, no. It's so this was how my background looked, but you can see it's not Kimchi and Tostones. It's
Oh, it was backwards.
Whatever
Okay. I didn't even realize that
I was like something seems really off because I'm very big upon like symmetry and like just even stuff. And then I was like, looks really off right now, and it kept bothering me. And then I just realized while you're talking, my bad.
So another thing was that we were supposed to try Kimchi and Tostones. So Susan texted me, and she was like, we should try, since that's her name, some Kimchi and Tostones, even though you confessed to not liking kimchi that much. And somebody actually made a comment about that in the comments.
How can you be Korean and not like kimchi? I know, I'm sorry. I know I do like kimchi. It's just, normally Koreans would be like, oh my God, like I'm craving kimchi right now. Right. How can there not be Korean food around? Blah, 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 blah. But for me, it's like, I don't really crave it. Right. That's just what it is. If I have it, I'll eat it. If not, I won't. But I will tell you, this is the Korean in me. So back yonder. There was a whole month that Yonder.
Okay.
Okay. Back yonder. There was when was this? 2017?
Don't ask me to do math again.
No, 2016. 2017? When did my sister get married?
Huh.
But anyways,
one of those years.
one of those years, right?
Uh-huh.
I spent a whole month in Italy, singing in the Magic Flute.
Oh shit!
And huh? Oh, stop it. Yes, but I was in Italy for a month, and I remember at the end of it, I was on the phone with my mom and dad, and I was like ready to go home. Like, I'm gonna be honest, like my plane ticket, I bought it like several days after the whole program thing was over, because I wanted to, explore Rome on my own before I went home. And I remember speaking with my mom and dad saying, "Oh yeah, it's almost over. Like, okay, I'll be home soon." And then thinking to myself, my dad was like, "Oh, how do you like Italy?" I was like, "Oh my God, it's like home to me. I want to move here. I'm at that part where like I might not want to go back home." But I said, I really want kimchi fried rice. Like, as soon as I go home, the first thing I want is for you to make me kimchi fried rice.
Interesting.
And
Kimchi
then
fried
I was
rice
like,
brought you home.
Yeah, and so then I was like, that's all I want. I want my dad's kimchi fried rice, and I'm craving it so bad right now. And I was like, I must be Korean.
Right. That solidified it for you, because like you left Europe for kimchi fried rice.
So my love of kimchi is not as strong as most Koreans, but I still love kimchi.
I mean, I have some Puerto Ricans in my house right now. Some of my kids who are like, I don't like beans. And I'm like, ew. Like, are you not Puerto Rican? Like, how do you not like beans?
Yeah, how'd you come out of my belly and
not like beans? Like, I don't like beans.
Not like beans.
So, yeah, there's things where they were like, no, we don't do that. And I'm like, I don't know. Should I revoke their Puerto Rican card? I'm not sure. Maybe they'll grow out of it. Because Kelvin said he didn't like beans when he was little, so.
Oh, you know what? That's the thing, too. Like, I didn't like a lot of the stuff when I was little. But as I'm getting older, I think I'm like your taste buds change. It's almost like
they do.
I didn't eat vegetable till I was like 24, and my friends can definitely like let you know, like, this girl would not eat vegetables for her life. Like, if it touched my meat, I didn't eat that meat either.
That's what she said.
Like, I was allergic to vegetables for 24 years of my life before
Yeah.
I started eating them. I'm sure my mom hid it in like my smoothies or whatever. Actually, you know what? I can't say I never ate vegetables, because I did put lettuce and carrots inside my taco, but it was also drenched in Tabasco sauce.
Carrots and tacos?
Yeah, like, so my mom made these like, okay, so we don't eat like taco, right?
Right. So it's a Korean taco.
No, I don't know. Koreans don't really eat taco, I think.
Is it like it's a Korean twist to the taco?
Well, I don't know. I think just my mom's twist.
Just your mom twist. Okay.
Yeah, because you might know, when you have a lot of kids to feed and they all want different food, the best thing to do is just like make tacos.
Yes, tacos are easy.
What my mom would do is she would literally just like make the ingredients. Like, she'll cut up romaine lettuce and like place it in one plate. Cut up like carrots, right? Shredded carrots, and then place it in one plate. And then she'll cut up like spam, and then make like ground beef, and then like cut up like, also I American cheese. I don't really like American cheese, but she'll I grew up on Velveeta, so like, the Velveeta American cheese.
Wait a minute.
Yeah. And
So you don't like American cheese, but you would fuck around with Velveeta.
Yeah, but I like Velveeta.
Okay.
I grew up with Velveeta. And so my mom would get those Velveetas and then like, slice them, put that on a plate. And then she'll like, I don't know, just like all the different ingredients, like carrots, like everything.
Everything that was on the fridge.
Every ingredient goes on a different plate. Yeah.
Okay.
And then we'll have a taco holder. And then we'll have like, just like warmed up tortillas, right? Corn flour tortillas.
Right.
Or corn flour? Tortillas.
Oh,
Tortillas.
wow. Okay. And I'm the one who had the drink, okay? So she had was fancy water. What was in your water?
Water. And then she'll be like, okay, you guys can make the food you want to eat.
Okay.
Because y'all are telling me like 10 million different things you want. You'll figure it out. And so we would have taco nights a lot.
So did someone create the taco from hell, like with the spam and like, all that stuff? Was that happening?
No, I literally just, no, not really. Why would it be from hell?
No, I said spam. You said they cut spam. I said, does anybody do like this, the weird, like, I want spam in my taco?
Oh, I want spam in my taco.
So your spam tacos. You were the one who would put spam in your tacos.
Oh yeah, of course. I
Okay.
don't remember if my sisters did, but for me, I put spam in my tacos.
That was an interesting combination. Maybe we should recreate that one day.
Yeah, you put spam. Like, oh, thinking about now, we should put kimchi on top of that too.
Of
If you
spam?
put like spam, like the lettuce, carrots, the ground beef, the cheese, and then put kimchi on top.
And a
then
tostón at the
sriracha.
bottom because we need to put tostones in there somehow.
Yeah, and tostones. Oh man, that's the ultimate. That's almost like, you know how if you go to like, I forget, like nowadays I feel like everywhere has it, but like I remember like back in the day I used to go to Rutgers just to eat. I think it was called Fat Cat, right?
Okay.
And it was like this hoagie roll that had like your fries, chicken tenders, your meat, all the joy of glory of everything in one like sandwich.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what we would make with tacos.
Sorry, I got stuck in Fat Cat. I'm like, that's my porn name.
I think it's called Fat Cat.
That's gonna be
It was like a truck.
No, that's gonna
It was like a truck.
That's gonna be my stripper name in my next life. I'm gonna be Fat Cat just because my fatty cat.
Let's make one for me. What would I be? You'd be Fat Cat. I'd be
Meow. I don't know.
No, I don't want to be meow.
That's my fat cat. Oh my god.
Oh, my bad.
You'll think of it if it comes up. But yeah, I got stuck on
Yeah.
fat cat. Sorry.
Yeah, what would I be? I used to go around calling myself Shaniqua.
Whoa, that would be
That was like my name.
that would be hard to explain.
It's not hard to explain. It's like you just go around saying like, "Hey, what's your name?" "Oh, my name is Shaniqua."
How did you see? But I don't know. That's traditionally not an Asian name.
Yeah, I know. And so then people were like, Shaniqua. And I was like, yeah, Shaniqua.
Is that what you give
Like,
Starbucks when you go get your Starbies? You're like Shaniqua?
I used to actually in college.
Huh.
Yeah. I used to be like
Yeah.
Shaniqua. Yeah.
That I
got
don't
some
know.
weird spellings for Shaniqua, but
I think we might have to be careful with calling ourselves Shaniqua.
no, but I don't know why I like that name. So like when people like met me out, they'd be like, my friends can testify in college. Like I had like, if you were my close friend, you were like, if I said Shaniqua, you knew what it was.
I mean, shout out to all the Shaniquas out there.
Yeah, Shaniqua, you're great.
It rolls off the tongue really well. So I see why you like it.
Because
I should have made up a name for myself because I don't necessarily like my name growing up.
you're.
Are you trying to figure out what my name is? You know what my name is, right?
No. I was like, oh, your name now. I thought you had a name.
No, I do. I never really liked my name. So
What? It's like unique. I don't like Susan. It sounds like an. Actually, no. I'm gonna get canceled for that.
watch yourself before you wreck yourself.
Yeah, like Susan, like just sounds like an old white lady.
I mean, I can see that.
Yeah,
I can see that,
I was
Susan.
like, I'm gonna get canceled for this, but it sounds like an old white lady from the 1920s.
1950s, little Susan.
Yeah, like
No.
Susan. My dad was like, I named you because that was the nurse I saw in the elevator or something like that.
A nurse that he
like,
saw
yeah,
in the
I was
elevator.
Yeah, he was like, I was thinking of a name, like da da da, and then he was like, yeah, and then like I met, like I saw a nurse's name and I saw Susan, and I was like, I'm gonna name her Susan. I was like, all right, I was named after a nurse.
I mean, my mom said she saw my name in a show, but I doubt it. I doubt where she would have seen.
What show? You should.
I have no.
ask her.
She doesn't remember. She doesn't remember. But she said, "Oh, I saw it in a show," and I'm like, she probably heard Wendy, and thought Wandy, but like, there's no celebrity or name character that I can think of. And if you do,
That's
leave it in the
Wandy.
comment with the link because never have I ever met another Wandy in my life, which is interesting.
But I love that. I understand like when you're younger, you might get made fun of a little, but if you have a name that like no one else ever has, it's like, yeah, that's the only person that has that name.
I just feel like
in the world.
it's not hard, but then I get called the wrong name all the time, right? It's like either Wanda or Wendy, and I'm like, is it really that hard? It's like Andy with the W. It's like really not that difficult. But I always get called. I used to be called the wrong name all the time, but it's fine. I mean,
that's funny. I'm pretty sure she heard Wendy. It was probably like, I'm watching Peter Pan, Wendy, and then she's like, oh, Wendy.
She's like, Wendy, it must be Wendy. So it's fine. Her name is Wanda, so I think she just wanted to keep in theme.
Oh.
Yeah, but then I'm not in theme with my brother or my sister.
What's your brother and sister's name?
So in Spanish is Eddie and Erika, right? So they rhyme.
Oh, Ari and Erica.
And then it's Eddie, Erica, and Wandy. Like, what?
Interesting. You were her favorite, I guess.
Maybe. And okay. I'll
or
take
after
that.
Erica, she
she ran out
with Erica.
And drew a blank.
You know what? I'm gonna call you Wandy.
Wandy. Fuck that shit, right? I mean, it's fine. I could have ended up with some other ugly name. So, I mean, I've grown into it. So, I don't mind it now so much as I did growing up. I feel like my kids probably think the same about their names, but it's okay.
Yeah. Your kids' names are very unique. Mm-hmm. I have trouble remembering them all the time. Mm-hmm. To be honest.
Yeah.
Now I got them. But like in the beginning, I was like, what? They all start with X?
They do. I have
what's going on here?
a quadruple X right now.
Yes.
Yeah. So, funny story. I was in high school a fan of Xena, the warrior princess. Mm-hmm. And I love that name. I'm like, Xena, I love that. And I was like a fan. I used to watch that and then like Hercules right after because I like all that Greek mythology stuff.
Yeah.
So when she was born, I'm like, she's either going to be like Xena, Sanet, or Cnet, right? Mm-hmm. And Kelvin is like, don't I have a say? And I'm like, absolutely not, because I carried her for 9 months. So, and he was like, well, what about like Crystal? And I'm like, ew, like what? How do you end up with Crystal? Exactly. I'm like, ew. I'm like, no, we're not doing Crystal. And she was like, well, what about this? And I'm like, no, I'm not doing that either. And so I was like, I had those three down. And I was like, when I see her, I will figure out what I want to name her. It's funny because she was born so tiny. Her name is probably bigger than what she was when she was born. She was tiny. She was like 5 pounds, 11 ounces.
Wow, that's a very tiny.
Yeah, so she had this big like Xenette, Xennette name, with this like little tiny baby. And then they all have the M's. The girls have the M's for middle names. So it's Xenette, then it's Sariel with an X, and then it's Saned, and then it's Samara.
Yeah, so Xenette and Saned.
Saned, they sound,
I mix it up all the time.
It's okay.
I'm like, which kid are you talking about right now?
No, because I think I use them interchangeably, so it doesn't help. I'm like, yeah, because Saned, and I'm like, I mean Sinet, and then, so I do that too. I call them, it comes out, and then it's like Sinet, and then I have to, oh wait, I didn't call her Saned, I called her Sinet. So I do that too. It's okay. It happens. So the next thing that so we were supposed to do like this little wheel with questions, but that's not going to work out this time because we're remote 2020 COVID quarantine vibes.
Technically we could.
I mean, we could.
Generated wheel.
I did one and it's in my iPad, but Kelvin was like, no, we'll just leave that for next time. So I guess we could talk about like favorite things. Things that are our favorites. So, like a little speed round. So,
favorite things?
Yeah. So, favorite things. So, we could start with like favorite food. So, what's your favorite food? We know it's not kimchi.
Okay. Okay, so I was going to be like, favorite things. All I think of is the sound of music when you say favorite things.
That's your favorite movie?
I mean, I love Sound of Music. Yes.
Oh,
I grew up with it. But,
so why?
I only think like, Julie Andrews sings "Raindrops on Roses" and
that's the music in you.
When you say favorite things, that's the first thing that comes up in my head.
Right.
Raindrops on roses and whiskers on kittens.
Okay. I just figured since we're like the audio probably didn't come out right when I did that. Since we're still kind of getting to know each other. So I figured maybe we could talk about our favorite things.
All right, favorite things.
So different categories, right? So we can start with the easy stuff. Like, so favorite food.
Pizza. I have pizza, a large pie of pizza by myself
Okay.
with a 2-liter Coke
Wow.
at least once a month.
Once a month. So it's like a date you have with pizza?
Yeah, it is. It is. And it's like glorious because I'll just sit there watching Netflix, eating pizza, drinking on Coca-Cola, which I never really drink, or ginger ale. A lot of the times it's ginger ale because I just think Coca-Cola is just way too sweet for me.
Right.
And yes, but pizza.
I mean, I don't know because so food. I don't know because I can eat something regularly for a really long time and then get sick of it. So like I don't know that I have a favorite food, but I do have like a kryptonite. Like I am a cake person, right? So you're like not sweet. You're like, oh, that's too sweet for me. So for me, that cake is the one constant thing that I.
What kind of cake though?
I don't necessarily discriminate against cake per se. I just the one cake that I probably would not like. You don't come with some fruit cake because that's disgusting.
No, but like Whole Foods sells real good fruit tarts.
Fruit tarts? That's different than a fruit cake.
Oh, okay. Well, Koreans use a lot of we have like the strawberry cakes or like the blueberry cakes. They're really good.
I mean, I don't mind. Yeah, like so if it's a single cake, right? Like a single fruit, I guess I like. But it's like if you give me, like fruit cake. Fruit cakes like
like derbies,
like Christmas fruit cakes. Like how they sell them during Christmas time. Susan, you never seen a fruit cake? I'm gonna buy you one so you can partake in some of those delicious fruit cakes.
Okay. Fruitcakes.
I don't like them.
I gotta Google this now. I'm gonna Google.
Okay, you do that. So like, I don't necessarily discriminate against cake. I just don't like anything like with like pineapple filling stuff. Like I like pineapple cake, like if it's flavored pineapple cake, but I don't like it with like the middle pineapple-y stuff. I don't like that. Other than that, I don't really discriminate against cake. Tres leches is fire, and one of the things that I want to do, just like you do, like one day where you have like your pizza, I want at least one time in my life sit down with like a whole cake and eat it because I'm a fat ass.
I've done that too.
You've done it? Oh, you're my hero. You're my hero. I want to do that so bad.
So I live close to Whole Foods, right? And so sometimes Whole Foods has this really good strawberry shortcake.
Yum.
And sometimes like I don't really like I said, I'm not a sweet tooth person, so I don't really like eat sweet stuff. But I would walk down to Whole Foods and I would buy their strawberry shortcake and I would sit there eating it by myself.
Okay.
And then it'll be gone.
Okay.
And then I'd be like, oh, who ate that?
You're the only one that lives there. I want to do that. I want to sit down with a cake. So if you don't like sweet cakes, you've had the H Mart cakes, right? The ones they sell at H Mart?
H Mart does not sell cakes.
Yes, they do. They have a bakery in there. There's a bakery in H Mart, and the one in White Plains, is it Central Park Avenue?
Yonkers, I think.
There's a bakery in there, and in that bakery,
I'm sure
they sell
bakery
cakes.
is probably not H Mart. It's
no,
probably called like Two Jour.
Yeah, that one. That's
a bakery. That's an actual bakery.
Well, it's inside.
It's not
that's
part
what
of H Mart.
No, I know.
Oh, okay.
I'm just saying that's the only one I know. Is inside of H Mart.
Oh, sorry. So it's not in every H Mart, I think.
Well, you will like those cakes.
Oh.
Because
echo.
Because I'm trying. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, there you go. Because they're not as sweet.
No, yes. So that's what I'm saying. Like Koreans will use the fruits, but it's like good because Korean cake is good.
No, that cake is delicious, but it's just not sweet. My kids don't prefer it.
Tell them that they're gonna get diabetes.
Yeah.
Wait. Let me. Are you talking about like? So are you talking? Oh, whoa.
But you got to do the hand in the back.
No, that doesn't help. Whoa. Wait, how do I do? Okay.
If it looks brown and it has like a bunch of fruit in it, that's what I mean.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. No, I don't need that. No, I don't need that.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't like that. Like, I don't mess with that.
No. I don't mess with that either.
No,
don't even get it for me. I won't eat it.
I'm gonna slather it in like, I don't know, rum or something. Maybe you'll eat it.
No, I'm not gonna even slather it in rum. Like rum should not be on there. Like
No.
you're wasting alcohol if you're doing that.
No, it's
you should be
bad.
drinking alcohol, not wasting it like that.
No offense for people
Yeah.
who like fruitcake, but I don't like it. I've tried it before.
Yeah, no offense at all. Like if you love it, then that's
Kudos.
you do you, boo boo.
Kudos. Yeah.
You do you.
So yeah, that's not necessarily a food, but like food for me, it's like a mood thing, right? Like I have to feel in the mood for things, so I don't necessarily have like a go-to like Kelvin had like pizza once upon a time, like his stomach.
See, that's why he's my boo thing.
His stomach doesn't tolerate pizza as much anymore, so like relax. But yeah, so that was like his thing. And I know like some of my kids like, you know, like Sane likes pasta, like stuff like that. But I don't know, like for me it's a mood, which makes it hard to figure out what we're gonna order for takeout. And he's like, oh, what do you want? I'm like, I don't know. And I'll look at the menu 20 million times and I'll choose the same thing. So
Yeah.
so it's hard for me to do that.
No, I mean you should have like your go-to. Like if okay, so let's do this. Favorite food, I guess obviously you don't have one.
No, but cake.
Let's say like you're gonna die tomorrow. Knock on wood.
Okay.
Okay. What would be like the thing you would say like, okay, before I die, I must
Seafood.
eat this. Okay, so seafood. Seafood's your favorite. You like seafood.
I do. I don't have it often,
Yeah.
but I like if I was like, you know, death row, last meal type shit, it would definitely be lobster and scallops and shit like that. Yeah.
Yeah, like me, it would be pizza.
You
Yeah.
could put
It's
all
like
this shit
not
I
even-
mentioned on pizza and I'll eat it.
I know, but it's like not even like people are like, okay, so what kind of pizza? And I'm like, cheese. And they're
Just
like,
cheese?
that's basic, just cheese. And I was like, yeah, cheese
Okay.
pizza. And they're like WTF? Like that's so like okay, right? But then for me, I'm like, yeah, if a cheese pizza is good, that means that all their pizzas are good.
Right.
So I always go with cheese pizza because
Okay.
it's the best. I love cheese.
I do too. My stomach doesn't like cheese, but I like cheese too.
Yeah.
I'm a lactose intolerant, so there's that.
Thankfully, I'm not.
You pick
but-
a favorite thing, topic.
Okay,
What is
so we already talked about food.
We did.
right? So favorite.
The funny thing is that our favorite food has nothing to do with our logo, by the way.
I know, right? No, none of us said my favorite food's kimchi. My
It's
favorite food's
tostones. I'll eat tostones though. I will eat tostones. I just don't like making them.
You know what though? I like tostones too. I had some last night. It was real good.
Delicious.
Yeah.
That is crunchy. They have to be crunchy and like with some enough
Yeah.
salt and yeah. So now
And we can. Oh, I'll bring sriracha and that, and
So
then
we
we
could
can
make our
dip our
kimchi.
tostones in it, right? And
tostones.
tostones.
Yeah, you're saying totones and that's
Oh,
different.
sorry. Oh, that's something else.
Considering that the vulgar way of calling a female part in Spanish is toto, and you're saying totones, it's like a lot of
Sorry,
them.
tostones. Oh my gosh, CEO, please omit that. You need to
No,
cut that
that's the
out.
fun part. So
You know, I'm gonna tell you. Okay, so at work, right? I've been trying to learn Spanish, obviously, for a while now. And the one phrase in Spanish that I only know how to say for the longest time ever was "La mujer come arroz," right?
okay.
And so, like, you know, that's all I really knew. I mean, actually, I knew like "Hola, cómo estás?" Me
Hola,
llamo
¿cómo
Susan.
está? Me llamo
Yeah.
Susan. Yeah.
Me llamo Susan. But for the
Susana.
longest time. Oh,
Susana
no.
in Spanish.
Susana es no mi nombre.
Listen, you defend yourself rather well. I'll teach you some Spanish.
But I was actually like trying to say like, oh, I'm so hungry. I remember like, oh yeah. So I was saying this to Santiago. And I was like, oh, or actually, should I have said his name? Okay, let's.
It's fine.
I was saying this.
I'm sure
I
he
was
doesn't
saying
mind.
this to my coworker, and I was like, freak. I was like, I'm really hungry. I said, yo tengo hambre.
Ooh, you have one of
I
those.
was like, yo tengo hambre. And he was like,
Interesting.
you shouldn't go around saying that.
You're
I
just-
was like, why? I'm telling you I'm hungry.
You're like, no, you're
And he
saying you
goes-
have men.
Yeah.
Muchos
He was like,
hombres. Yo tengo
He's like,
hombres.
no, your hombre is men. Hambre is hunger.
Be like,
I was like,
¿cómo
oh.
se llama tu hombre then? Right?
Yeah.
Your man. All right.
Yeah, hombre. ¿Cómo se llama tu hombre?
There you go. Mi hombre's name is Kelvin.
Yo no tengo hombre.
Right. We were talking about dating apps last time, so we get it. There's no hombres.
Yeah.
I keep shifting.
There's no
to the
hombres.
side. There's no hombres right now. Just
Actually,
just hambre.
hombres. Oh yeah, just mad hombres.
Just mucha hambre. Hambre for hombres.
Oh my god! Hashtag hombre for hombres. Okay, I don't want to sound so thirsty, so I'm gonna move on from this topic.
Okay, so you were supposed to pick another favorite thing for us to talk about.
Yes. So we already talked about what is it?
Extensively of food.
Food.
Yes.
Lots of food, right?
Right.
I mean, food is like the main thing. Favorite color?
Okay.
Yeah.
If you saw how I dressed, I wear a lot of dark clothes, so but I don't know that it's my favorite color. I like flattering colors. Like, you know, when people look at you and be like, "Oh, that color looks nice on you."
Well, flattering is subjective. So
Right.
choose a color out of the flattering color.
Okay, so for example, like I like burgundy and I do like dark like navy greens. And then, you know, like although black is not a color, right? It's an absence of color.
You're supposed to choose one. It's a favorite, Wandy.
It's so hard. I don't know how to choose one. I don't obsess about a color. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I
how
feel like we
people
need to
obsess.
find a different topic though, because obviously your favorites, there's no favorites.
There's a lot of things I like, not necessarily that I obsess about, which is probably my ADHD thing, where I'm just like, I just can't pick one.
Oh,
Like, my favorite is a variation of, I guess.
okay.
So I guess that's.
I'll give that to you.
I don't know. That's the only way I can explain it. All right, so my turn. So wait, what color
Wait, I
did you
didn't know
say?
you might be
Yeah, no, I
color.
just noticed. What's the color? Sorry. Green.
I love green.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah, I love your shirt actually. I was gonna say.
Thank
It
you.
looks nice.
Thank you.
Yeah, I love green. I don't think I wear it as often. I definitely like military green, like the olive green.
Yeah, like that military.
But I
green.
like any shades of green really. And you know, it's if you come to my house, you'll see that I have greens. Like I have plants.
Okay.
I probably kill them and like replace them a lot, but
Oh.
no, actually I really don't. But
Okay.
but I love green. It's
Okay.
like zen for me.
Yeah. No, I like accents of. I'm into like accents of green now. Like I try to add green into like in the bathroom I added green, and like in my room I added like a plant. And I do have one plant that I've had for a while that Sinette gave me once, I think for like Easter or Mother's Day or something. It's like a money tree. And she hasn't died yet. I've tried it. I'm like, please don't die on me.
Money trees, I think, are one of the easier ones.
Yeah,
So,
but
thank God.
Yeah, I killed some of it, you know, because it comes like intertwined, almost like a braid. That comes like a braid.
It's braided at the end. Yeah, yeah.
I killed most of the braid. There's only one. But she's alive.
It's the survivor.
Yes, she's like me. She's like hanging on. So yeah. So I like that, the green. And in my classroom, well, I don't have a classroom, but in my desk, I've added like green. I don't know. I'm into green
Nice.
now. So that's
Yeah.
good. See, so I'm into Susan now because you know green.
Yeah,
Right? There you go.
man. It's the Susan effect.
So I think this favorite one you'll like because you're a music major. So like music, what's your thing? What's in your playlist? Like, what is your favorite like go to?
I'm gonna pull a Wandy. I'm a very, very
Me too.
variety.
I'm a variety. Like I obsess.
I'm a variety.
Okay.
But so I really like listening to power ballads. So like, you know, my whole Whitney Houston, Celine Dion,
Wow.
old Mariah Carey.
I like Mariah.
Yeah. But I like her old music.
Like
I'm not really-
Heartbreaker, you got the best of me. I like that one.
Oh,
Did you not recognize that?
Mine's more like, there's a hero.
Oh yeah. Well, that's a classic. Like you have to like that if you like Mariah.
Yeah.
I like
It's like that. Or even Emotions. Like those are like my two favorite songs from her. It's
Okay.
probably the most popular ones and most typical, but those are the two I was like, oh yeah, go girl.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was a huge Whitney Houston fan. That's why like when she passed away. R.I.P. Queen. She like that was like the saddest moment of my life.
Aw.
It was like really sad. But so yeah, power ballads, like R&B power ballads. So that's like my go-to genre, just because I like singing it. But these days, I've been into a lot of Latin music. So listening to my homeboy Bad Bunny,
Ooh, Bad Bunny, baby.
my
Yes.
homegirl Carol G.
Yes.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
those are like my things. Like, I mean, there's a lot more. Like, there's Alejandro.
Raul
there's-
Alejandro. Uh-huh.
Yeah, there's Rosalia. There's Annual AA.
You like J. Will?
Sing it.
Oh, she wants
Who?
you to sing it.
Sing who?
He wants you to sing snippets of your songs. Sing some
Snippets?
snippets. Yeah.
Oh no, I can't remember. I didn't memorize all the lyrics though. I only know like, Carol G is like, baby, que más? Hace rato que no sé nada de ti.
That's right. That's right. I love that.
Yeah. Bad Bunny is, baby, dime la verdad.
Yes, I like
Okay.
that. New album.
Yeah. What else is there? What's that other? Oh, the one that was very famous. Te boté.
Oh, yes. Yes, I know which one you're talking about.
I gotta look up lyrics though. Like, I can't really. Oh, the only Spanish song that I can actually sing. Actually, I lied. I practiced a lot, so I can actually sing a lot of Karol G songs now.
Yes.
But like almost memorized. But the one song in Spanish that I could actually sing almost. I don't know if I can sing anymore. I used to be able to sing full through was Despacito.
Oh, Despacito.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
That's the only one. And I remember because I was singing it with my band. They were like, oh, we should. I was like, it was when like Despacito was hot.
Yes.
And I was like, we should sing Despacito. Unfortunately, there's no video of it. But
Oh, I wish we
but
had
it was
that.
like a hit.
Let me hear
was
it.
a hit. Oh man. Okay, ready?
Yes. We're ready. We're ready for you. Go ahead.
Okay, ready? Okay. Sí, sabes que ya llevo un rato mirándote. Tengo que bailar contigo.
Contigo. Yes.
Diva. Que tu mirada ya estaba llamándome. Oh, that was off key. I'm so sorry.
It's
I'm so-
okay. We're not here. We're not performing, like, getting paid for this. Like,
Yeah.
it's just fun.
I know, right?
Tengo que.
but-
Go ahead. Keep-
Oh,
go
you
ahead,
want me
finish
to
it.
keep going? Let's just sing the chorus. Despacito, quiero respirarte que yo despacito.
I'll be your backup dancer. I'm your backup
Yeah.
dancer.
But yeah, I was practicing it, and because I had to sing it. And I remember in the beginning, my kids were like, "Miss, you sound gringa." I was like, "What's gringa?"
It means you have a very
No, I know
deep
now.
accent. Yeah.
Yes, they were like, "You sound white." Like,
Yeah.
and I was like, "Oh." No, but that's what it says. It says, "Sí, sabes que ya llevo un rato mirándote," and they're like, "No, that's gringa." I remember.
I mean,
this.
what
It
did
was in
they
my class.
expect? What did they
Yeah, they're like,
expect?
no. So you know what I actually did to memorize it? So I was talking to my dad, and my dad was like, a lot of Spanish culture, music, like the way things are pronounced, is very similar to Korean or Korea, right?
Right.
And I was like, okay. And then he goes, try. Like, if you look at like the music chords that are used and like, it's very similar. And I was like, oh, okay, that's interesting. And so then it brought up the idea of like writing it out in Korean.
Okay.
So I literally wrote out Despacito lyrics in Korean
And
for
that
it to
helped
be
you
what it is now.
for, like, the pronunciation?
So like if you read it in English, it's really like "Sí sabes que ya llevo un rato mirándote," right?
Jevo. Uh-huh.
Jevo, right? But if you say it in Korean, it's "Sí sabes que ya llevo un rato mirándote."
Oh, okay. Yeah, that sounds better.
Right?
That's all trick. I like that.
Yeah. So now when I actually when I can pronounce it, this is also how I memorized Provenza by Karol G.
Oh, yes.
I I literally like listen to it over and over again. Huh? And then like parts that I'm like, what's going on? I can't like register it in English in my mind. I write it in Korean,
Right.
the pronunciation. And then that's how I get what I get.
You're good.
Although I'm
works.
sure I still sound a little.
I mean, obviously, it doesn't sound like you're Spanish, but it
Or
sounds way better.
Coringa.
You sound less gringa. There you go. When you do it that way. No, I like, well, in keeping in theme of I have like different things. So yes, growing up, R&B was like, I like things that I can sing because once upon a time I wanted to be a singer. And so I was very into like R&B. So like, you know, Boys to Men, Mariah Carey, New Edition. You throw in some Cisco in there. You know, so like I would listen to a lot of that stuff because I could sing. So and then like Spanish, like Sin Bandera, Ray.
Wait, why can't we listen to Wandy singing now?
Ay, es que you know what it is?
Uh-huh.
My brain doesn't register stuff like that. Like I will have to listen to the song. Like if you started it, then I'll be able. But then it's like I don't even know it. Like if you told me
Cisco.
like sing something.
Bright lights, fancy restaurants.
Oh no, I would have been like in my head. It's like ton 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 ton. That's where I go. That's where I go.
Yeah, the thong song was good. It was very inappropriate now that I think about it. Like, okay, so going like kind of tangent, I realized
that's
like,
all this podcast is about. It should be called the tangent.
Right?
Basically.
Oh, the tangent. but literally like thinking of the thong song and like all these like songs that I listened to back in the day.
Yeah.
I'm thinking like, you know, like we hear the songs that our kids are listening to, right? And we're like, that's vulgar language. Like, you should not be listening to this. It's inappropriate, right?
Yeah.
But then I think about what I listened to when I was like middle school, high school, and I'm like,
of inappropriate.
I didn't realize I was listening to that, but now that I'm listening to the lyrics, I'm like, oh my. See, I mean, my parents didn't know, but I shouldn't have been listening to that.
Yeah. So like, I feel like that's why it's hard in my house because I am very aware that there's a lot of things that my brain listened to that I didn't register so much as being very sexual, right? Like maybe like somewhere in the back of my head because I was growing and I was a teenager and, you know, you get curious, but I wasn't really registering the song as like extremely inappropriate. It was just like, I like the lyrics and I like to sing it, and so I sung it. But so in my house it's hard because so you know Saned, you're doing vocal stuff with her, and like so she listens to stuff that most people, depending on maybe how strict you are in your house, would be like, absolutely not. Like she should not listen to that. But for me, it's like she don't even know half the things what they mean. And so there are things where I'm like, okay, that's extremely explicit. We're not doing that. You're not supposed to be listening to that. But then there are things that there's maybe like some cursing or stuff like that she has listened to. But I'm like, those are words she's familiar because of I say them. So I feel like I don't necessarily censor her as much as maybe other parents would censor like their kids with like lyrics, right? Or maybe double entendres and things like that she's not gonna get. So yeah, like because I know that when Playero came out and I was little, like that was reggaeton like in conception. Oh, that was nasty stuff, like just nasty sexual stuff. And I was over here like, you know, and we're like dancing and I'm, the hell? I'm like singing that stuff and I'm like.
I'm realizing too though, like when I sing in Spanish, I'm like, yeah, like Bad Bunny.
Oh yeah, Bad Bunny's nasty.
And then when I go into translating it, I'm like,
you're like, whoa.
That's what that meant.
Oh yeah.
I've learned some very explicit Spanish words due to Bad Bunny.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
No, for sure.
I do not suggest that you learn Spanish with Bad Bunny lyrics.
No, absolutely not. I've gotten so closed into like this reggaeton era that I'm in right now again that sometimes I forget there's other people that sing. And I like other music because I'm obsessed. No,
seriously. It's like really bad because I did that with like my K-pop phase when I was younger. Like now, like you tell me a K-pop artist and I'm like, who? Like my friends make fun of me. I'm like, BTS members look all the same to me.
Oh yeah,
And they're
that's
like,
yeah. Sorry,
Susan, you're Korean. Like,
Yeah.
get with the program.
Yeah.
But I'm like, oh, I don't know. The only one I can really like tell apart is like RM because he looks totally different.
Right.
And then I was like, they're like, no, they look significantly
I'm so
different.
glad that you said that and you're Asian because Sinette had like this obsession with this boy group and she would be like testing me, like, who's that? And I'm like, Sinette, they all look the same to me. And she was like, that's messed up. And I'm like, but they kind of do. But then I started seeing like little things about them.
Yeah.
Right. And then I'm like, oh, okay. Like, you know, but then I would forget their names because they're hard to pronounce.
You would
anyway.
have to really study them.
Yeah.
It was really funny because my friend was like, okay, let's figure out who your favorite is. That's like step one, right? So I was like, all right. I'm gonna check out my favorite. Okay. So she's like, okay, in this photo, who do you like? I chose a member. She's like, oh, I forgot his name. That's someone, right?
Yeah.
And then I was like, okay, so let's see if there's consistency, right? And then we did the next one, right? The next photo with same BTS members. I was like, oh, that guy is this guy. And they're like, no, it's a different guy. And then they showed me another photo, and I was like, okay, I like this guy. And they're like, no, that's a different guy.
That's not the
So
guy.
you have no consistency. I was like, I don't know. I feel like I'm choosing the same guy every single time.
I'm so happy you said that because it took me a minute to figure them out. And then I would like
I
literally.
hope the armies don't come after me. I'm sorry. I do like BTS.
No, Sinet, I was never a BTS fan. I forget. I'm sorry, Sinet. I forgot the name of the group that you obsessed over. If you're listening to this,
17.
Huh? God7 was her group.
God, I thought it was 17.
No, it was God7. She was obsessed, and then when they broke up, she was like, "I don't like this K-pop thing anymore," and like so she dropped K-pop pretty much.
Oh, really? Because of one group?
That was like her group. It was the group. It was everything. It was everything.
Oh boy,
everything.
Man,
So
PTSD.
who will you go like fangirl over?
Fangirl?
Yeah, like fangirl. Like if you saw you were like, like who will you like fangirl over?
Like Bad Bunny.
Oh, okay. I would probably fangirl right next to you in moderation because I'm married.
I'd be like,
right. I don't know. Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, he's probably a bit too young out of my category.
How old is he?
He's in his 20s.
Oh, he's in his. Oh, he might be too young for me too.
But he's of age. He's an adult.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't really go for too young. Oh, 29, 94.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's young.
You know, it's funny because I would fangirl probably not as much, but I probably would a little bit. But I would probably fangirl over Pink, right? So that's
over who?
Pink.
Oh, Pink! Oh my gosh, she's so good. I love Pink.
Oh my god,
yes.
I would probably cry if I saw her like literally in front of me. Like
Actually,
I would fangirl so hard, so hard. Yeah. I saw her in concert though. Thanks, babe. He bought me tickets and I got to see her. You froze, babe.
Oh, really? Oh, man.
Oh, you're back. You're back.
Oh, me?
A little bit. Yeah. There you go.
Okay, yeah. Oh, man. That's so sad, though, because, I mean, that's sad. That's so great.
Yeah.
Find yourself a husband like Kelvin.
Yeah, it was like my birthday gift. So I got to see, and I still, you know, it's funny. Like I got to see, obviously I saw her, she was far, but I got to see her and it was a close tickets, but still far. You know what I'm saying? Cause they're expensive. Like she's an expensive girl.
I mean, they're all expensive now.
Yeah, I know, but it's like, you know, like I remember floor tickets to get to floor tickets is, you know, I knew that I was like, I would probably have to sell stuff to see her floor. Right. So he got me, tickets that were pretty close, and I'm like looking at her, and it's funny because now I think back and I'm like, I saw her in concert and it still kind of doesn't register in my brain that I saw her. That's how much of a fangirl like I am.
Oh wow.
Right. Yeah. So
yeah, I'm hoping to do that this year. I'm really looking forward to Justin Timberlake and Usher's concert.
Ooh.
I was actually looking forward to Bad Bunny tickets.
Yo, Bad Bunny,
they were just so expensive. Like
I was so mad.
The cheapest tickets I could get were like over $1,000, and I was like, yeah, I would pay over $1,000 for a Louis Vuitton bag that I can hold for the next like X years or decades. But I don't know. For one night, like, I love you, Bad Bunny, but I don't love you that much where I have to sell my soul for it.
No, for $1,000, we need to like make some contact. Like, I need to touch your hand or something. Like, I need to be in close proximity for that $1,000.
Yeah, like I would have to do things that would get me fired. Yeah.
With Bad Bunny, no, for real. Like, I just feel like his tickets were too expensive. So I did see Daddy Yankee before he left. That was his like last tour, and I was excited about that. So I got to see him, because
nice.
Daddy Yankee is the OG. And then I got to see Wisin and Yandel on their last concert before they're retiring, not working together, I guess. And that was rather affordable. But like I couldn't justify that much. So one day if we blow up, right? Like maybe Bad Bunny will give us some tickets so we can come.
Yeah, I know.
Or
maybe if we blow up, I'll be able to afford them, right? Guys,
just make sure I'm your +1.
Yeah. I will. Yes.
So we ranted on for a really long time.
Yeah, we did. Obviously, on like favorite things and stuff.
So we were mentioning. I was thinking in my head that if we got maybe this show, right? So we could ask, like, if we get 30 likes, right? Then our CEO will hear it, right? Vision Rabbit Media, right? And would be like,
you're hearing this, right, Kelvin?
We could get some swag, right? We can design some stuff, so that we could wear a little Kimchi and Tostones swag.
So he was like very impressed with us. Thank you, talent. But he was saying that we need to have a goal. So we are hoping that he approves if we get 30 likes, which is pretty much. I hope it's not a lot. It's right. It's not.
No,
a lot,
I
right?
think it's a realistic goal, considering that this is our second show. So 30.
Our last
30.
show. You said this is our last show. Are you trying to drop me?
It's been 2 of these. I'm a lightweight. So yes, I think 30 is realistic.
Is that his rum punches?
Yes.
They're the best.
Yes. So 30 likes, I think, is a realistic goal. Okay. Seeing how we started. So if we get our 30 likes, we could start maybe thinking about, right, getting some swag. But again, I appreciate the views, the likes. Again, remember to like and subscribe. We appreciate the love that we're getting in the comments. Please write in the comments. We are reading them because they're not that many for us not to be able to catch to keep up.
I'm obsessing over them. So if you can just do all of that.
Yes, please ring that bell, click subscribe, and I hope that you guys enjoy. We hopefully will be in person next time. To make it a bit more like I need to see her. I'm like,
it feels like you want to grab me at that point.
Yeah,
I need to grab you.
Right. I need to be able to like smack her when I'm laughing and do the Puerto Rican laugh slap. So definitely miss you here in person. Again, guys, thank you for joining us and our banter and our drink and unwind, because it's not even wine anymore. It's a rum punch this time.
Mine is you know if you know.
Yeah, you know that blue bottle. If you're interested to know what's in the rum punch, hit us in the comments. I will drop it down in there and share it. But yeah, thank you for joining us with Kimchi and Tostones.
Yes, please. We want gear. 30 likes.
Official. Bye, guys.
Love you.
Bye.